Come in, let's do a quick explanation at this point about what to expect this year so that way it's most effective for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you my thoughts about how to make your learning most effective, how to make it most beneficial to you. So what we're going to do, I've got a little thing here. First thing we're going to do is we're going to start taking some notes. Now, when you take notes, I suggest two different possibilities. Option one, get a 5-subject notebook. Now, I know that seems like a lot, but what I found is over the years, you get a lot of notes in my class. And so being thorough and putting those notes down, usually in the front of the notebook, is most effective. Now, we're going to do a lot of practice. If you want to keep your notebook all together, I would put those practice in the back of the notebook and write the questions down. Now, you're going to notice when you look at my answers, I don't have the questions written down. I don't need them. You do. Here's what's going to happen. You're going to go away to school, and if you don't have the questions with the work, they're not going to make any sense. So having the practice written down, along with the answers, will make it so that when you go back, if you need to review, it's all there. Now, I do know that some of you don't want to do that, which is fine. There's another option. I will try to put those in the comments, the practice and the answers. Sometimes they're not always holding, so that doesn't enable get that to work. What I'll do is you can ask me for the practice. When I send it to you, print it out, get a 3-ring notebook, put the hole punch into it, print it out, put it in there, keep that separate. So you need a 5-subject, maybe a 3-subject to get that done. Additionally, the process itself. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to pull up, that's not what I want, put that back down. You're going to pull up a video set. Now, what you're going to do is watch the video. Now, as you watch it, hit play, listen to me, write the notes down. Now, if I'm going too fast, and that's a possibility because I'm not interacting with people. I'm not seeing you where you're at. Hit the pause button. Write it down, keep going. That way you can tell me, in effect, to shut up, but in a nice kind of way. All right, once that's all done then, you will need to get a scientific calculator. Now, I know a lot of your phones have calculators. I know that there are online calculators. I would still go to like a Walmart or, I don't know, Costco's or whatever you have in your area and get yourself, right now is the cheapest point. You probably get them about $10. And it needs to be a scientific calculator. It has to have what's called EXP or 10 to the X. We'll be talking about that through the year. You'll need that. And you're not going to always be allowed to use your phone. You won't be allowed to use your phone on a test. So having a calculator in your hand and to practice on it and to become married to that process will be a good thing. Now, I do suggest that you come in for tutoring. You can listen to me, which is great, but the reality is when you're going through this, it may not always make sense. And so you might need some clarification. What did you mean when you said, let's look at another problem? I didn't understand how you did that. And so the idea of tutoring is important. Now, when we do tutoring, I love you guys. I'm doing this because I want to benefit you and I'll bless you, but I also got to bless my family. So there will be a fee for tutoring. How we're going to do that tutoring fee? Well, we'll start with, you can go to my Gmail, which is ltswpd@gmail.com, where this site is, and that stands for Let's Talk Science with Pastor Dan. And then you request a time. I will schedule you, and then you have to go to PayPal. Now, the charge will be $20 an hour, but if you don't mind working with somebody else, or if two of you want to get together, or if there's a class, we can make some adjustments. If there's two of you, I'll charge you $19 an hour. And we'll take that all the way down to if there's 10 to 15. I don't think I can do more than 15 to be effective. Each of you paying me $10, we can make it work. And if I can schedule you don't mind, we'll schedule in with other students. We'll get an hour in there and we'll answer questions and try to make sure it's most effective. Hopefully that makes sense. Now, to make the payment, again, we'll make the same thing, LTS WPD for PayPal. That's where my account will be. And then you make the payment, and we'll schedule you, and we'll get busy. All right. So that's what we're going to look to do. Hopefully that makes the most sense. Hopefully you're being benefited. Please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Tell your friends about it. Anyone else that needs it. Hopefully we're in a good place. Take care. God bless. Bye.